Yes, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak openly and freely about Hazza. He was indeed a very complicated man, and when I say man, I mean a man in the loosest sense of the word. He liked a block heel, tights, a codpiece, a large full sleeve and a feather in his cap. And he used to like having his beard and hair combed. He was truly in touch with his feminine side. History always depicts dear Henry as rather overweight and unfit, depicted holding a chicken drumstick. He did die at the age of 55, this is true, but he was not averse to sport. He had a bowling alley in many of his palaces. There was nothing more than he enjoyed than grabbing a great big ball and bending over and throwing it down an alley. He also enjoyed tennis as well with other men. Smaller balls, just tapping them backwards and forwards over a net. Yes, Henry did oversee the closing of many religious organisations such as churches, monasteries and so on and so forth. He argued for a more cost-effective church, whereas he could take more of the money and build up his collection of palaces. I suppose he had a lot of ex-wives and various children along the way he had to provide for. Officials alleged that there were socially inappropriate things going on at many of the churches, monasteries and so on and so forth. Henry personally oversaw the closure of such organisations. Yes, he would talk to me about his ex-wives. He did mention Catherine of Aragon, yes. Essentially, the party line, the corporate line, is that she could not provide him with an heir. Yes, it is true, Henry did like hanging around with the court jester, but he had a serious side too, and that was that he wanted to provide an heir, a male heir. Of course, Anne Boleyn provided a girl. And Henry, between you and I, and this is exclusive, behind the scenes kind of stuff, Henry believed that she was also playing around with other men. Yes, Henry did have a little girl, but then he went on to have a little boy, Edward, with Jane Seymour. But she then died. of Cleves looked positively radiant in the portrait, but Henry Hazard used to swear blind to me that she was a bit of a horse. He wanted a younger model, and then he married Catherine Howard, who was only 19, very popular in the court and adored and worshipped by all the young men. Hazard didn't like that, so he had her head chopped off. And then there was me, the survivor.